Welcome to She Sells Radio. It is day 15 of the Finish Strong Challenge. I am so glad that you are here. And today is all about reconnecting with your vision. So if you are not yet familiar with the challenge, if you're just joining me, it's a totally free challenge we're doing now through the end of the year. You can sign up at ElyseArcher.com/challenge. And it is exactly what it sounds like. It is all about giving you something every single day to help you finish this year strong. So ElyseArcher.com/challenge. And today I want to kick off with a quote. My friend, Rory Vaden, I think is the original author of this quote. And he says, the strength of your endurance is directly proportionate to the clarity of your vision. So I'll say it again. The strength of your endurance is directly proportionate to the clarity of your vision. And I'm just going to throw this out there. Look, I don't run races. Like that's never been my thing. I'm very much a yoga / weight / pure barre / walking on the treadmill kind of gal. Treadmill right now because it's cold, but I like walking in nature when it's nice enough. The whole point of that is, look, I don't think I've ever, maybe I did a 5K once. I probably did one once. I don't have a lot of experience running races, but I can imagine, and I know because I've coached a lot of clients who have, when you're around that halfway mark of that race and you've been going and you've been pushing and the end feels like it's nowhere in sight, that is one of the hardest mental times to get through. And in whatever the goal is that you've set for yourself with this challenge, what it is that you want to complete before the end of the year, that is your own race that you're running. And today, if you've been following along with me from the beginning, again, you can jump in anytime, but if you've been following from the beginning, we're not quite at the halfway mark. And I know how things go. And I know that we can feel like we may start to lose enthusiasm. We may start to forget why we started something in the first place. And what I want to bring to you today is a reminder of why you started this in the first place and what your vision is. And when we are not connected to the vision, that's when things start to feel heavy. When we forget to go there and instead we just keep looking around at what already exists in our world, that's when we can start to really feel demoralized. We can feel like, I'm not making any progress, or why are things not moving? And this is why it's so interesting to study science, to study quantum physics. Science now proves that we see less than 1% of reality. So I want you to really get that. Like your physical senses perceive less than 1% of what really exists. And when you remember that you are literally wired to be a creator, right? Anything in your life started with an idea at some point, whether it was launching a podcast, pitching a deal, starting a new business, moving to wherever you live now, finding a romantic partner. It all just started with an idea that you then carried forward to creation, but it didn't exist when you first had the idea. Well, it's the same with whatever you're doing now. And you are wired to have the thought, create the vision, and then to bring that into form, to create that in your physical world. And even when we know that, it can be easy to get caught up in looking around at what's already been created. And when we do that, we bring all of our focus and attention onto the 1% versus the 99% of what's really happening behind the scenes as you are in that process of creation. And so it's a powerful reminder, because once you have that vision, once you have that idea, it's already in momentum, right? It's already underway. Our job is not to micromanage the process. It's very much aligned to planting a seed for a plant, where you plant the seed. Your job is to water it, tend it, but you're not in there literally micromanaging the sprouting process and doing all of that, right? I kind of think about that right now with, I've got my goals board next to me here in the office with our program enrollment numbers. And I've just been having fun with the energy of, it's like all the little, so I've got the numbers for how many clients I desire to have in certain programs. And for the ones where names are not filled in yet, I just think about it like I've planted a seed, and it's fun, right? It's like, oh, that little, like that number 10 or number whatever, that's a seed that I planted. I'm not in charge of micromanaging the whole process there, but my job is to just tend it and water it. And so that means taking aligned action. That means having the energy of expectation that it's coming, but not to micromanage the whole process, right? Because I know there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and staying, like, reconnecting to that vision, sometimes more than hourly. I tell you what, I record this content as much for myself as I do for you too, oftentimes. And I need that reminder too, that what already is old news. And our job is to continually come back to the vision, continually remember that we are the creator, and seeing what we want as already done helps to intensify and amplify the energy of it. And sometimes it needs to be an hourly, if not a more frequent reminder for me to go back to that vision and go back to, why am I doing this? And what's the end result of what I'm creating? And so I just wanted to share that with you today as a reminder for, what is the vision of what you desire to create between now and the end of the year? And what would it look like for you to reconnect with your vision? Would it mean that you're going to update your vision board? Would it mean that you're going to update your affirmations to help rewire your neural pathways to create the belief system that your vision is possible? Would it mean that you're going to carve out more time in the mornings for really seeing the vision is already done? Would it mean that you're going to ask yourself, this is a question I've been journaling on today, like, what is the level of consciousness of the woman who already has my vision accomplished? So I can just practice stepping into that level of consciousness, and you'll start to see things differently around you. Whatever it is for you, I want you to pick one thing today that you're going to do to reconnect with your vision of what you're creating between now and the end of the year. If you're listening to this later, just do it towards whatever goal you're working on right now, and commit to doing that. And we get to use that little reminder. Okay, if this is feeling heavy, it means I've lost the vision. Let me step back, because I know that just pushing, forceful, heavy action doesn't really make a whole lot of difference. In fact, usually it makes things worse. Let me get reconnected with the vision. And then from that place, I will feel some sort of an inspired action to take towards that goal. But from acting from that place of alignment with the vision, first and foremost, always, is going to get you the best and most powerful results. So that is your challenge for today. I want you to journal in your workbook. Again, if you're not yet registered, ElyseArcher.com/challenge, you'll get a weekly workbook to go along with each of the daily prompts. So for today, go in, journal in your workbook. What is one thing I'm going to do to reconnect to my vision today? And then to carry that forward as I go through the rest of this challenge. And then once you've completed that, you should have your social graphic to share on social that you've participated today. So check off today's challenge, tag me. I'm at Elyse Archer on all social. Use the hashtag #SheSells-Challenge to be entered into our prize drawings. And let me know what showed up for you with this. I love, I'm reading comments and reading posts on social from you as you go through this, and like seeing the specifics of what showed up for you with the challenge. I read all of them. I want you to know that. I want to know what's going on with you. My team and I are here and want to help support you as well with that. So really, really sharing as much as you can about what's showing up for you as you participate with the challenge helps me and my team help you and stay in the loop with what's going on. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you're enjoying the challenge too, and just encouraging you reconnect with that vision, my friend. It is everything. Lots of love. I'll see you on our next episode.